Hi, I just want to have a little big sister chitty chat with you, okay? It's been a while since I've talked about this, and I just feel the need. Sometimes you fall down a rabbit hole on TikTok or Instagram where it's like you see reels about one topic and then it gives you a lot about that topic. And I recently fell down the rabbit hole about like generative AI again, generative AI, and it's made me so irrationally, not even rationally, it's made me rationally angry. And I just want to like hold your hand for a second. You do not need to use ChatGPT for literally anything ever. Hold my hand. Right now you're thinking of, oh, I used it for this. I used it for this. Does Alyssa think I'm a terrible person? No. I think it's so permeated in our culture right now that if you're not being extremely intentional about not using AI, you're going to use it. It's like if I open my computer and look to Google something, it's going to show up. But like, it is sickening. It is sickening. It is sickening. Do we want to live? Just imagine this for a second. And I know you might be like, this is an exaggeration, Alyssa. It's not an exaggeration. It's not. This is what's happening. They're making all AI commercials. They're making all AI books. They're making all AI drawings and music. There's artists on Spotify who are not real. They're not real. They're not real. Do we want to live in a world where we just watch things that nobody made? And I just want to hold your hand because listen, you will be gaslit by the people of the world and they will try to tell you, oh, you need AI to organize your thoughts. You need AI to come up with character names. You need AI to come up with a plot for your book, to come up with a trope, have a thought. And I don't mean that to be a judgment, but like, what is the creative process if you're not creating yourself? But Alyssa, I just use it to come up with character names. Let me just look up right now. There's banks. You can go to Reddit. You can look at baby name courses. You can look up character name generator that doesn't use AI. You can look up unique blogger, 70 names right there. No film school, how to write a... Look at that. I didn't need to go to ChatGPT. I didn't need to do it. And neither do you. You don't need it. And you might be like, but Alyssa, it's easier and one little search on ChatGPT isn't gonna... It's fine. What do I care? Really? What you do in the privacy of your own home? No. But I do care about your creative soul. I do care about you being a free-thinking human being who doesn't rely on the slop of the internet. And again, I don't ever want you to feel like I'm projecting this. I'm like, oh, you're a terrible person if you've ever used AI or if you use it regularly. Like, that's not what I'm trying to say here. I'm just saying, if we want to be creative people, we are on a road in our culture right now. I know that I'm going in and out of focus. It's because maybe this will help. We are on a road in our culture right now where people are becoming so lazy. And it's not their fault. It's not their fault that they're becoming lazy. Had I had the opportunity to be lazy in high school, I probably would have taken it. But I wrote books before ChatGPT ever existed. And let me tell you, you do not need it. You do not need it to organize your thought. Pick up a piece of paper and write it down. You do not need it. You do not need it. I recently got a new computer and it dawned on me like the atrocity that we're living in. Because I open up Word. I start typing a sentence into my novel that I'm writing with my brain. And it's telling me, do you want me to finish that sentence for you? Do you want me to pick a better sentence? No, I want to write it because I'm a human being with a creative brain. I don't want you to write it for me. I want to write it myself. Because why would somebody want to read something that Microsoft Word thought would be a good idea? Why on earth would I want to pick up a book that's just a bunch of Microsoft Word deciding what it wanted to finish the sentence as? Why? I saw this commercial because I also have been watching more TV with ads recently, and let me tell you, I'm just enraged because there was this commercial. It was for Grammarly, and it was this lady, and she's like, "I'm so excited about my karaoke on Friday, but my boss wants me to do actual work. So instead, I'm just going to have ChatGPT or Grammarly, whatever, make me sound personalized and write a brief for me. I'm like, lady in the karaoke, like, what's to stop them from firing you? And if I see one person in this comment section being like, this is the way that culture evolves. Technology exists. It's just like a new typewriter. It's not a typewriter. It's not a typewriter. It's if your typewriter developed a brain and started attacking you and making you lazy and strapped you to a chair and did all of your work for you. Be a creative human being. And like looking up something on ChatGPT does not seem that serious. It doesn't seem that serious at all. But like if you start to go to ChatGPT for one thing, and it's an innocent thing, and you're not planning on really like having it do all the writing, whatever. But suddenly it becomes like you don't have to memorize anything anymore. You don't have to organize your own thoughts. You don't have to look through things. And I know people are going to say, every time I make a video like this, people are like, I have things going on. My brain works this way, blah, blah, blah. Your brain worked this way before ChatGPT. People with all different types of brains wrote books and organized their thoughts and organized their outlines and wrote character names and had these ideas and did complex things and had to work, and it had to be hard. Just like, I'm not guaranteeing it's going to be easy, but that's the point. That's the point, everyone. It just fills me with so much dread for the future of like, have you guys seen Nano Banana Pro or whatever? These AI generated images, literally you cannot tell the difference anymore. And it's like, there are so many implications to that. Like, photo and video evidence is just no longer credible at all because somebody could have generated it. Do you know what that does to our justice system? Do you know what that does to our credit? And like, do we want our social media to just turn into a bunch of people, like to just a bunch of non-people? You're just watching things that don't exist, which I know is like fiction, but like nobody wrote it. Nobody wrote it. Nobody put any creative energy into it. Nobody drew it. Nobody spent time doing. This is just my plea to you. That the next time you open that little ChatGPT, I want you to see me. I want you to picture my face. And I want you to picture my face saying, you are smart enough. You are smart. You are smart and you are capable. And it might not feel like you want to have the energy to look up that character name, but maybe sometimes looking, like trying to figure out that character name leads you to an idea, leads you to be bored, which leads you to have an idea about the story, which leads you to make a better decision in the story, which is just thinking. It just makes you think. If you want to become a slot machine where you're just like anything that gets hard, you're just going to like have an AI solve it for you. Like, how are we supposed to evolve? This is what really gets me, is it's always like, oh, is that AI? It's just the evolution of the world. It's just how we move on as this. How are we supposed to evolve and move on as a society more if instead of like evolving as human beings in our brains, we're just offloading everything to a computer that steals from us and makes us lazier? You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your brain. You owe it to your creative project to do the work yourself. You do. You are smart enough to do it yourself. And you owe it to yourself. Anyway, it's already 9. Dang it. I'm still going to try to finish this chapter. I also need to just turn off social media for a while, but like it really depresses me and gives me so much dread. I overheard this man the other day, and he was going, I was talking to chat, and it gave me the... Use your brain. Use your brain. You have a brain. Use it. Feel free to unsubscribe. Okay, bye. Let's keep writing. Okay, let's write with our own brains and minds and hearts and souls, because that's what the thing AI will never have. It will never have a soul unless you give it yours.
If only I could finish something, run straight through